Good morning, everyone. I'm sorry I look so tired, but I didn't sleep very well, and that's just what happens. You still got to get up and go. I thought I'd go over what I sold. I forgot to put in my pickup request again, and so I have to take all of this stuff to the post office, which kind of actually works out because I do have an appointment this morning, and it's going to come right in the middle of like when I should be shipping, and and I feel, as some of you may, like all of this anxiety about I got to do this at a certain time in a certain way and it has to be done, like I forget that there is flexibility. Just kind of relax. Yes, I like to get all my packages done and on the porch so the mailman can pick them up at about 10:30, but it's okay if that doesn't happen. We'll just put them in the car and drive to the post office. So, I mean, I do sometimes struggle, although I have like a very flexible schedule and I'm very spontaneous. I'm not a very scheduled person. Sometimes I get very, very rigid, and I have to take a step back and say, doesn't have to be that way. I know that's the way you like it because you feel in control, but we can step back and do this a different way. So anyway, enough with my ramblings this morning. Who needs all that? I may ramble, and if you ramble, sometimes you give up classified information, and we wouldn't want that, would we? So how about if I just get right into what sold? All right, so I don't have one of the items, and I'll show that one to you later, but it is some Bambi Disney, because those two things go hand in hand, wallpaper border that I had paid for just like a couple bucks for, and it sold for $32.99 plus shipping. So I'll show you that later, but this is, that's funny, it's still got the price tag on it. This is a Shark like steam mop that is in really good condition. It looks like it maybe have been used once or twice. Look at this, the original price tag, or the price tag I paid is still on there. $2 at the thrift store. I sold it for $17.99 plus shipping for a total of $25.19. And then so I told you guys about these, and so far I have been lucky that the ones that I bought have all been complete. Remember this creepy, not very attractive cat perpetual calendar? I paid $4, I think, for this, and I ended up selling this for $39.99 plus shipping for a total of $47.61. And then, let's see, let me see, is that everything? One. You'd think I'd have it together. Oh, this little thing, this was a kind of a bad purchase, and I bought 4 or 5 of these, I think. And they, I don't know a lot about electronics or about computer components, but anyway, I bought this. I think I paid $1 or $2 for these. I could not give them away until I gave them away. So basically, $6.99 free ship. I'm just maybe gonna break even on these, but that's the way it is. I mean, I had actually sent these to Amazon. They didn't sell there either. So the last thing that I'm gonna ship is, or sold is this ginormous dollhouse. I bought this for, I believe, $5, $6, $7, somewhere in that range. And I sold that dollhouse for $38.98 plus shipping for a total of $53. Now, how am I going to ship it? Well, I have an idea, and I thought I would take you through the steps. So I'm kind of gonna do something and then I'll show you what I did, and do something else and I'll show you what I did, because there's been a question about, again, how do you ship those large bulky items? And yes, this one is going to cost me a little bit in shipping materials, but $5 into $39, or $6 or $7. I don't think I gave more than $7. I think I gave $6 for this. But, you know, my old memory's not very good. So the first thing I'm going to do is stretch wrap it. Now, I do have smaller stretch wrap that is this size that I can use. And it'll take me a little longer to wrap it with this because it's so narrow. But if you don't have this, you can always use good old handy plastic wrap and wrap this up. And you'll be surprised how I like to do stretch wrap on these, because it gives them a rigidity in the sense that, you know, it compacts them and they're not flopping around and things aren't banging together. So that's what I'll do with this first. Then I'll bubble wrap it, and then I'm going to Frankenbox it, which means I'm going to have to basically put a couple boxes together to be able to ship this. So that's the plan, and we will just walk through that process together. And then I did buy a couple of things, nothing fantastic. I do have to get some stuff listed today, but I'm hoping to do that while I have to go to court today. It's probate court. It's nothing criminal. It's nothing like that. I am actually going through a process of changing my name. My husband changed his name. I didn't take his name when we married, because I knew he was going to change his name through his citizenship process, and so now I am changing my name. So I have to go to court to finalize that today. And who knows, maybe I'll hit a little thrifty store while I'm downtown. Anyway, I bought this because it was half off. I paid $3.50 for it. I tend to sell these. I do have one listed now that has not sold, and the only reason I know that is I saw it when I was picking some stuff out of my storage unit to ship today. So anyway, the GE versions of this, I don't recommend buying the GPX version or any of the other versions, but the GE versions of this usually do pretty well. This one is just the clock radio. Oh, I don't know what that is. Hold on. Oh, it is a cassette player. So this drops down and it plays cassettes. So I'm hoping to get about 20 to 25 back on that. And then the only other thing I bought was this, and I really took a chance, but I mean, it was a $4 chance. So this is a lot, and I'm going to sell them as a lot, I think, of garden flags. So this one is for fall. And they're all various, a lot of floral. There's an Easter one. There are a couple of flags in here, regular flags. I don't know if I'll pull those out or if I will sell them. But there is like a patriotic one that would maybe you could use for 4th of July. There's a couple of regular flags in here. A lot of just floral ones, spring ones. But I think there's probably 10 flags in here. So I'm pretty sure I can get, if I can find the right buyer. First of all, I could part them out and sell them maybe for $5, $6 shipped, plus shipping each. But I don't think that's the best way to sell them. I'm going to try and sell them as a lot, and you know, hopefully get, you know, 30, 35 bucks for somebody. It's just going to take the right buyer that will like all of the different designs. So that's what I've got going on with that. That's honestly all I bought yesterday, except for, you know, a soccer ball for the kids to play with outside. The kids, and by kids, I don't mean my kids, I mean the neighborhood kids that live around here. So I noticed that their soccer ball was really flat. This one is a little flat, but anyway, bought that for them. So I've got to get this stuff shipped up, and again, I'll show you the process of packing this dollhouse for shipping, and then yeah, we'll see what else we can get into today. Stick around. Okay guys, I've got this perpetual calendar wrapped up, and I thought I would show you how I'm going to ship this, because it is kind of long. It's about 22 to 24 inches long. I've got it shrink wrapped, and that has secured like the letters to the front, and then I bubble wrapped it. And it doesn't have a ton of bubble wrap on it, just enough to protect it a little bit. And so now I'm going to show you how I'm going to ship this. So I'm going to use 2 of these flat, not flat rate, flat mailing boxes from the USPS website. Now, you're going to have folks say, you can't do this. It's illegal. You can't do that. Okay. Those folks have never read the USPS website, because it does say this is permissible. However, pay attention to this point, because it's very important. If you start altering flat rate boxes, and they do make a box similar to this in a flat rate, it's like a bigger box, a game box, or any flat rate box, that's where you're going to run into some issues. What I do, disclaimer, this is what I do, your mileage may vary, is whenever I alter a flat rate box, it is no longer eligible to be sent flat rate. I take a marker and I mark out flat rate, because I'm paying for the priority. I'm just not paying for the flat rate. But anyway, what I will do, so stick it in like this, and oh my gosh, what do we got here? We got some extra space. So what I will end up doing is I'll figure out how much of this box I need, and just cut it like this. And if my calculations are correct, I hope, should be able to just slip this right on here like this. My calculations were not correct. There they are. And then I want to tape these 2 boxes together. And I'll reinforce this in a minute. Now I've got the box that's big enough. And again, your postmaster may say, you can't do that. It is in the policy that you can alter. So don't come back and yell at me if your post office doesn't like it. But there we go. So I'll just measure the new dimensions of this box, and I always round up. So if it's 24 inches and something, it's now 25 inches. Let's see. This is actually going to Tennessee, so it won't cost too much from here. Let's see how much this big boy weighs. Not that much. £5. I'm having trouble, okay? I'm having trouble, a little trouble. Trouble with triples. Okay. And this is one of those situations where it's cheaper, honestly, to send it priority than it is to send it parcel select. So given my discount, which you get a discount too. It's not like I'm special and I just get a discount, but I'm acknowledging that there is a discount. So parcel select for the length and dimensions and weight for this item would be $8.01 to send it to Sevierville, Tennessee. However, priority is $7.77, so why wouldn't I pay that? Make the customer happy. Plus, I have to send it priority because I used priority packing materials. So we'll just go ahead and print that out. And then I sold another item while I was packing up these items. I'm really excited to show you that one. That one's going to be another fun one to ship. But it'll ship fine. It'll ship fine. Don't worry. And I'll show you that one when I come back from the storage unit. Okay, guys. I'm working on shipping this dollhouse. And it may not be very pretty right now, but I do have it, shrink wrapped in bubble wrap. And I don't have a ton of bubble wrap on this. I do have a couple of layers. But I plan to pack this in a box that's got paper on the bottom and then on each side. So let me see if I can get a box that will fit. And we will come back and see what that looks like. Okay, I've got the dollhouse wrapped up, and I put these two boxes together, and I've got it in here, but to be quite honest, there was not enough room to pad sufficiently. So I do have my concerns about this box, but hopefully it'll get there fine. Don't be under any delusions. I just broke something. I think it'll be okay. Don't be under any delusions that the post office treats your packages nicely, because they do not. They get thrown, they get kicked, they get dropped. And that's just the way they do things. So, you know, you need to take those extra steps to pad and box securely. So anyway, that's how I'm going to ship this. After just saying that, this is how I'm going to ship this, and hopefully it's not going so crazy far, you know, that it'll get beat to death. Let me see. Oh, it's going to Steubenville, Ohio. It'll be delivered in like a day or so. So, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get this out tomorrow, and hopefully it will not get broken before it gets to them, because I really don't want to file a claim and all of that. It's secure in the box, so I'm hoping that it will be okay. The other two things that I sold that I'll need to ship out are these Bambi wallpaper borders. Really cute artwork. Unisex kind of pattern because it's got the mint. And I paid a couple of bucks for these. I don't remember exactly. I'm not even sure exactly where I got them. If I got them at a thrift store or if I got them at a garage sale. I can't remember. But I sold these for $32.99 plus shipping. And then I sold this guy that I picked up for $4. And just a gorgeous piece. It'll go beside a door, like an entryway. You could build this into the doorway, like outside the door jamb. But anyway, just a gorgeous piece of copper foil, stained glass and opaque glass. And I sold this, I think for I sold this for $59.99 because honestly, I didn't know how to list it. I mean, how do you list something that's really unique like this? Well, you guess and you wait. And I probably have had this for, I'm guessing, 6 weeks, maybe 2 months, and it sold for $59.99. I didn't even mark it down. Now to ship this, I am going to apply some masking tape to each side just to kind of help absorb some of that vibration. That's what I believe in my head. I don't know if that's true or not. But, and then I'm going to pack this with several pieces of cardboard, long strips of cardboard, and secure those to it. And then I will probably, I may end up bubble wrapping that and then putting it in cardboard as well. So that's what I'm thinking, because it's going to be an awkward package. But that's what I'm going to do on these. And then I'm going to list a couple of items that my daughter took pictures of yesterday for me. I've got to write the listings for those. And try and wrap my day up here. I've got things to list, so I really need to get working on that, get everything cleaned out so that I can shop again, because I don't have room now for a bunch of other stuff. Even though I really want to go shopping, I really can't. So with that being said, thank you all for watching. I appreciate you being here. And I am overwhelmed by the growth of this channel. You guys are just amazing. And thank you all for interacting in the Facebook group. I really appreciate that as well. Feel free to leave a comment, like, share, subscribe, and share. And just remember that the dream works when you do. So keep dreaming and keep working, and I'll see you the next time.